Hi everybody, my name is Emily. Welcome back to my channel. My favorite makeup today is this. This is the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. It's absolutely gorgeous. Look at all those colors. And I'm also going to be using it today for this video. And today's video is another one of my theater looks. This is the Evil Princess. Ooh. Based on a look I developed for a show called Robin: A Musical Adventure, which is a Robin Hood musical produced by Never Told Productions. You can find that on Facebook. I am an actor, I am not a makeup artist, therefore I have to be able to do my own makeup because there's nobody else to do it for me, especially in a smaller show that doesn't have the budget for that kind of thing. So luckily, since I love makeup so much, it's easy to go through my collection and try to pick out some stuff to sort of make a cool, interesting look. So that's what we're going to do today. First off, I'm going to be using my moisturizer. This is my current favorite moisturizer. This is the Belif True Cream Aqua Bomb. This stuff is just really nice. It smells really good. It's got like it's sort of like a bluish color. See if I can get that to show up on camera. It's sort of like a bluish white, but it's very much like a gel as opposed to a cream. And I like it. I think it's really nice on the skin. It smells good. And if you hear any cats meowing in the background, it's just because they want to be in the video and I wouldn't let them. Because I'm evil. I'm an evil princess. That's what evil princesses do. So the foundation I'm going to be using today is this. This is the Fenty Beauty. This is the Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. I am in the shade 190. So 100 to 200 is the light shades and then 200 is for medium start. So I'm right on the cusp of that. This foundation is really interesting. And I actually find that for me, if I use primer with it, it doesn't do as well. But, so I tend to just moisturize my skin first and then use my fingers actually to put this on. There's a tipping point with this Fenty Beauty foundation that if you put just a little bit too much on, you have total cake face. You do not look cute. So next up, I'm actually not using any concealer right now. I've been, as I promised I would be using, I'm using this Becca. This is the Under Eye Brightening Corrector Cream. I actually really like this stuff. The only issue with it is because this jar is super tiny, and I'm lucky my nails are short right now, it's really hard to get any out to actually apply. And I sort of like paint a little streak here, and then I'll use a beauty blender to blend it out. So I find the Fenty foundation is really nice with a good blotting powder. That's really all you need, which coincidentally, that's what she sells. Although I don't actually have her blotting powder, I prefer the Kat Von D, only in the sense that that's what I bought first. They seem very similar. I'm sure that one is very similar to the other and you would still like it. I am a big fan of the Kat Von D blotting powder. You just look, your pores erase immediately when you're using it. Anyway, so now I'm going to go on to my contour. Because I am being an evil princess, evil princesses have a lot more contour than regular princesses, shall we say. I'm also going to go a little bit more ham on my blush as well. Alright, so the contour I'm going to use today, I'm still going to use my regular contour. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar. This is the Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I am trying desperately to use this thing up. It's one of those, I'm not doing like an official project pan, but if I were, I would probably put this little palette in there. Because I would really love to, I want to try other products, but I don't want to waste these. You know, I haven't used them yet. So I want it to be really obvious that I'm not a very nice person. Sort of like I painted a stripe of evil down my face. Yeah, stripes of evil. Stripes of evil. Because I could blend this out to me a nice natural looking contour, but that's not what I'm going for. I want everybody to see me in the back and see how my cheekbones can cut glass. Around the tops of my hairline, just to darken that a little tiny bit. And I'm going to give myself a little bit of a cleft in my chin. Just a little bit of one. It sort of changes the shape of your face just enough that you don't look like yourself. Alright, then I'm going to go on to my blush. So I'm going to be using this. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio in Pink Passion. And today I'm going to go with the shade Basically, which is this darker shade on the end. I actually haven't used Basically too much because it is a little bit dark, I think, for a regular day. I had this beautiful Milani blush that I really loved that I just decluttered because I loved it in the pan, but I hated it on my face. It was so pigmented that I was basically putting like a bright purple streak down my face. I would use this blush on a regular day. I would just tap off a lot more product than I was tapping off today, and I would have a much lighter hand of it. But this is what we're going for. We want it to be intense. Okay, next up we're going to go for the highlighter, and I think the one I'm picking for today. So first I'm going to take this. This is the Becca Light Chaser highlighter in Opal Flashes Jade. I don't know. This one I find does not show up super brilliantly on my face, but I do like it as sort of like a nice light wash of color. And again, if I give it a little bit here, often it will help another highlighter stick to it on top. I find that it gives sort of like an ominous glow to it. I'm also going to take this quad, which is the Milk Makeup Holographic Powder Quad in Space Jam. I'm actually really enjoying this particular highlighter palette. I wasn't sure how much I liked it, and I was debating whether it was worth keeping. I'm definitely very glad that I got it on sale, because I think for $30 this is a very nice highlighter palette. I think if I had paid more for that, I would not have been quite as happy about it. And again, it doesn't have a mirror, and it really should, because this is original price, $49. I mean, I know Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kits don't have a mirror either, but they're only $40. Like this is $9 more expensive, and it didn't have a mirror. Yeah, so I also use this blue shade down here to just give myself a little bit more of a glow. So now I've got my cheeks going, so it's time to move on to my eyes. So I will be using my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. This is in the Anti-Aging formula. This will get kind of boring, so it'll be the same kind of eyeshadow primer potion I've been using in my other videos, and that's because that's what's open right now, and I think it works very well. I'm not trying to use up any samples of this at the moment, because the samples I have available to me, I'm actually saving those for later. All right, while we're letting the Urban Decay Primer Potion set, I'm actually going to move on to my brows. So I'll be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. My shade is Taupe. I always have to look at it to try to figure it out. I believe the crayon is going to be this side. Haha. So the crayon is on this side and the spoolie is on the other side. Now, because I'm trying to be an evil princess, let's not forget, I'm going to try to really define this brow a little bit more than usual. I have wondered if this is the correct shade for me. I think a lot of the time that this looks a little dark, but then I think my hair is also pretty dark. I'm sort of, in my mind, I believe I'm blonder than I am. But I do think this is the right shade, at least for now. If anyone has a better suggestion than this, please feel free to suggest it to me. I'm not one for doing my brows, so I thought, what'll I get? What does YouTube say I should have? All right, I'll try one of these. Did I completely fail? I think they're all right. So this is what I've been going with. If you have a better, easier suggestion for how to get your brows to look evil, please let me know. I have a basic look that I do when I'm going for this kind of character, but I also wanted to incorporate this new palette, because what's the point of buying new makeup if you don't actually get to use it sometime? So at this point, I'm going to do a look with this. So I think I'm going to go for my transition shade. I'm going to do this lovely Eden color here. Eden actually reminds me a lot of the Clementine shade in the Kat Von D Pastel Goth. Alright, I'm going to try to zoom you in to do some of this eye look. It's not the easiest thing to do on this camera, but hey, let's give it a go. So again, I'm taking Eden along my crease, and I think I'm going to take it also along the lid as well. This is my one area that no matter what I do, my foundation comes off of it, and then the primer potion, whatever I'm using, also rubs off, and so then I have sort of like a little purple area of terribleness, which is usually why I put an inner corner highlight there, just to cover it up. I think on the lid I'm going to go with this amber shade next to it. I was really hesitant about this palette for a long time because I was not sure if I could pull this color palette off. I don't have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette because I don't think I look very good with red eyeshadow. Even though I want to look good with red eyeshadow, I don't think that I do. So I have never actually purchased that palette. Although, if someone would like to make a compelling argument why I should get over it and try it anyway, you know, I'm not unwilling to do it. And then this guy has a lot of oranges instead, like so oranges and purple, and I do really love a good purple. To be honest, like the 4 shades here are what really made me want this palette very badly. Although a lot of these shimmers are really quite lovely. Alright, so I have Eden in my crease, I have amber across the lid, and I think the next color I'm going to go with is I'm going to take Blood Moon up here, which is this beautiful shimmer color, and I'm going to sort of put Blood Moon on the outer corner of my eye. I'm not positive what that one looks like, because I've only used that shadow I think once. Ooh! Alright, I'm definitely feeling this one. Definitely gonna have to blend a bit, but that's okay. That's fine. All right, I think I'm gonna take care of this brow bone and sort of blend this out up here. And I think, what's a good shade for that? I'm gonna try Cashmere to see how Cashmere does. It's maybe a little bit darker, but I think the shimmer might help counteract some of that and meld the colors together a little bit better. All right, so we have that. And now what I'm looking for is I'm gonna put something in the middle of my lid and then an inner corner highlight. I think for my inner corner highlight, I'm gonna take this Celestial color here. Celestial sort of is like a gold with a pink shift to it. It's really quite lovely. I'm not sure if it's the best color. Oh, no, I'm in. Making good decisions. So that'll be my inner corner highlight. And then in the center of my lid, I'm actually gonna take this Twilight shade, which is probably my very favorite shade in the palette. It does not apply well with a brush. I've tried it a couple times, it doesn't really like it. But if you put it on your finger, you can definitely get a good bit in the middle. Yeah, I just love this shade. Perhaps not the most perfect color combination, but again, it's an interpretation of a previous look. I'm still happy with it. It's intense. Evil princesses have very intense eyeshadow. So for liner, I'm going to go with this guy. This is the Kat Von D ink liner in the shade Dali. It's this lovely bluish color. I think if I go for a straight on black, it might be too much. I think this will help tone that down. I like these liners a lot. I find they're a lot more forgiving, except when you blink your eye. Good job. They're a lot more forgiving than like a gel eyeliner, for example, as we have known. I'm not good with a brush and a pen. That's never gonna work. All right, so now I've got my liner on. So next I'm gonna go along and take care of my mascara. And for today's mascara, we're gonna go with this. This is the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Major Volume Mascara in black. This is a mascara I've been using a lot lately, mostly because it's giving me really high impact lashes very quickly and with minimal effort. Yeah, and I am going to do my bottom lashes, even though I do find that this formula is a little clumpy. On the bottom lashes at least, you can definitely tell. So now I have the eye look done and it's time to move on to the lips. So the lips are going to be a two-parter. First we're going to put on a base coat of lipstick, which I think today we're going to go with the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lip in the shade Damned. This is a really beautiful, like, deepest red. So when you look at the applicator, there's really a blackberry tint to it, but in the bottle itself, it just looks brown until you can see that that is actually the undertone that it has. I really do love these lipsticks. Damned is a color I like a lot, but the first layer goes on a little patchy. So this is a shade that can benefit from a lip liner, but it's not required. I tend to not do lip liners most of the time, though I actually do have a couple of shades that would work with this. Kat Von D's lip liners are actually really nice. You can wear them just as lipstick. You don't have to go through all the trouble. The only issue is, do you want to spend the time drawing your entire lip in? If you do, then I would get the lip liners. If you want it to be quicker, these fill it in really fast. Because this color is so dark, that's why sometimes I do need to put an extra layer on it if it comes out a little streaky on the first one. So for example, today the bottom lip was really streaky, but the top lip I didn't need to add another coat. It was fine after I did one swipe. Okay, now that we have the base shade, I'm going to add this on top. This is the Kat Von D Everlasting Glimmer Veil. We're going to use the shade Razzle. Razzle is actually one of the more subdued shades, if you will. It's a beautiful red glitter. I'm not saying it's not beautiful. It is beautiful, but it's not quite as metallic-y as I find, for example, the purples. I'm a big fan of the Everlasting Glimmer Veil by itself, but if you like to layer it on top of something, it's really lovely there as well. All right, so now I have my lip, so, yeah, that's really beautiful. I could keep that and naked as part of my evil princess look. Or we can just take care of that. 1 second. FYI, Everlasting Glimmer Veil, it will stain. I've never minded, but it will stain. Now that we've got that, now it's time to do the most important part of all, and put on your crown. Anyway guys, this is my finished look for Evil Princess. Gotta get a little sass on. I suppose for a regular princess, she'd be a little bit more muted. But you know, this princess, she likes intense, deep colors. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please subscribe for more and have a great day. Bye!